tour for the grant for the HIPSA Foundation of the Evelyn Alexander Wildlife Rescue Center.
Wildlife Rescue, hi Lori. 1 second. All right, let me find him. I just got here. Hold on a sec.
This is where people coming in bring in injured animals. We have a counter,
It's Judy.
and we make people fill out a form where the animal came from. So it helps us figure out what might have happened to it and how we can treat it better, whether it was trauma or whether it was sick. These are our offices. We have an education area to here, a little display cabinet with different fishing hook and tackle that has been caught on birds that we've rehabilitated. All these things we've removed from birds and trying to encourage people to dispose of fishing lines properly. This is our office area. Computers, office supplies. This is our kitchen area. This is for staff and volunteers. No animals come in here. This is the lunch and break area. Now we're entering into the animal area. Now you'll see most of the animals we try and keep from public view because they get very, very upset when they see humans. So a lot of the cages are covered. I will open up some of the doors, but some of the animals I might choose not to disturb if I think it's an animal that's going to get upset in its cage. But basically we have these cage banks. And hello. Go. Each animal has a chart with a medication card, what happened to the animal, people initial, what they do with the animal each day. This is a possum that came in recently, hit by a car. He's actually doing pretty good. He's just sleeping now because he's nocturnal, but he's much better than he was when he came in. We have animals on heating pads, the animals that are very intensive care are on heating pads too. Then we have larger cages. At this time of year we have a tremendous amount of Canada geese that have been shot by hunters and not retrieved. So a lot of these cages are just filled with Canada geese. It's a chart, you can see a lot of work goes into trying to get them back out in the wild again. We have bathtubs too, where twice a day the animals get baths so that they maintain their waterproofing. It allows them to preen and maintain their waterproofing. If they don't have bandages, we'll give them a bath. Swan in here. Actually, this swan, I'm looking at the chart, has lead poisoning. So we're treating him for that. Looks pretty good, a lot better than when he came in. We do have a lot of problems with animals with lead poisoning. More Canada geese. Again, these have all been shot in various stages of recovery. This hunting season. When they do get better, we wait till hunting season is over before we release them too, for obvious reasons. More cage banks. We have some woodchucks in here. This cage down here is designed for a water bird. It has a net bottom because we have to be careful with a lot of the water birds. They need to have this netting as support to prevent them from getting keel lesions, which is just a bed sore on their keel. because they do spend so much time in the water, they're not used to spending that amount of time on land. Like cages like this, we like to have greenery in here, so that the animals gives them something to hide behind. So this is probably a cage I'm not going to open, because apparently they feel he's very high stress. A ruddy duck, that's a little bay duck. Gunshot. Mallard duck. Whoops, black duck, I mean. Unknown trauma. That broken wing, we don't know what happened to cause the wing to break. In the exam rooms, where the animals get their triage, first aid, fluids, oxygen, anesthesia machine, a lab blood testing equipment, microscope. This is the place too where they have to be put to sleep. This is where we euthanize them. We put a nice towel on the table for them to make them feel more comfortable. We have a full-time veterinarian on staff. We were lucky to get. More cages, a squirrel in here, hiding in his box. Some different songbirds we've gotten in. Eastern box turtles here. Some were hit with cars, some hit with lawnmowers. You can look from the top too. Now we have room 2, second room. When we first started here, we only had one recovery room, and quickly filled up so fast that we're able to get some donations to add on the second recovery room. So this is the second group of cage banks. I think every one is full. Every cage is full. Oops, here's an empty one. Heating pads where necessary on the ones that are in very bad shape. Beautiful mergans are in here. I can probably open this up. He has a bandage on his left wing. I have a chicken. Every once in a while our vet will see somebody's chicken. If they can't afford vet care, we'll help them out here too with our veterinarian. Surf Scoter. I suppose he's under a lot of stress in here. Yeah, here he is. Yeah, he looks a little stressy. He's opening his mouth and hissing at me. He has a bandage on his wing too. Eastern Screech Owl in here. Let that go. Pigeon, the broken wing, blue jay, eastern cottontail rabbit, goldfinch, another eastern cottontail rabbit. Oh, hi. His little head tilt there. I think he got hit by a car. Another eastern cottontail rabbit. A deer. He has a bandage on his leg. You'll see the green bandage. This one's empty. And now we're going to be going into the outside.